That's how I spent my Friday night. What about you? How do we feel about a Patreon that's like 80% free? Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It is currently 8:30. Milo and I had an impromptu walk this morning because I needed to go to the package room to get my vanilla syrup that was delivered. So we get to have matcha this morning. Very excited about that. And then I needed to check my actual mailbox because we have some junk journal stuff. Let's go ahead and unbox this because you guys, I'm so excited. Also, this packaging is so cute. I'm gonna have to try to keep it for the junk journal, obviously. So what's kind of funny, kind of not, but kind of funny, is I actually ordered from this shop twice. No one told me that I had done it like 2 weeks prior. So all of a sudden I got another email that I had like a package on the way from them. It's the Letters of Apollo, I believe, or Letters to Apollo. And I was like, wait, are they like sending me something? And then I was like, oh, no babes, you just have short-term memory and you placed 2 different orders. Oh, I love these. These are the friendship bracelet bead letters. So cute. But then we also have keyboard. Yeah, keyboard letters. Then floral letters. Oh, these are so much cuter in person. I feel like they looked pretty vibrant on like their site. And I was like, I don't know, it'd be cute and fun, but they're a little more muted in person, which I really enjoy. Then we have these various like stars. I love them. I feel like they are similar to the ones I've used on like digital scrapbooking stuff. And this is something I already ordered that I ordered again, and that's fine. I love this sticker sheet. It's called Cream & Co, I guess is what they're calling it, but it's cute. It's just like to add little stickers, right? And then I did get one Valentine's Day one. I love these. Also, their shop is so affordable for the junk journal girls. I feel like these like sticker sheet sizes can vary from $5 to $15, if not even sometimes more, which is crazy. Like, I get it, small shop. Do what you gotta do, price it at what you gotta price it at, I suppose. But this is like, I think $5. So good quality. I like it. I will link them down in the description because I feel like they're a really great place to shop for new junk journalers that you're trying to accumulate all of the fun stickers, but you're balling on a budget. And for the girlies that are already into junk journaling and just want a fun new small shop to support. It's amazing what some moisturizer and concealer and just brushing my hair can do because I feel so much more put together. This matcha is so much better than the one that I was having. Ugh, I was just like trying to finish it because I didn't hate it, and you can't just like open up a bunch of matcha tins because then they'll go bad. So I was like, okay, but I actually have like 1 or 2 servings left for my matcha, like in the purple tin, and I was like, I just can't do it. I want a matcha that tastes good today. And so we actually tried a new one and it was delicious. Okay, I want to talk about what I'm currently reading because I have the goal of finishing it today. I think we can. I think we can. It's just like, will I get distracted with other tasks because I don't have work today? Maybe. On my Kindle, I am reading Silvercloak. I'm very excited about this one because one of my friends really loved it. And overall, I've seen kind of mixed reviews. I feel like either people have loved it or they just hated it. They're like, this is just bad. And I'm like, oh, cool. So I love books like that. That's always very daunting and scary to read, but I checked both the audio and ebook out from Libby, so it's free. If I don't like it, I lose no money, but I am 50% of the way into it and I really am enjoying it so far. I'm curious like how the last 50% is gonna go because like, is that what people don't like? Like I don't read the reviews, I kind of just see the gist of like, I love this book or I didn't like it. But I'm liking it so far. It is definitely different than other fantasies I feel like I've read as far as this feels like a mix of fantasy with like an urban fantasy feel, just because like we're dealing with like detectives. Like they're not saying they're a part of like an investigative task force. It's like an academy associated to like detectives, and I'm like, oh, okay. But then we have this dark magic gang involved, and I'm like, gang, right, okay. So it's like certain slang terms used, or I don't know, just like terminology in this kind of gives more of the urban fantasy vibe versus just fantasy, but I really like it, and we're gonna see how it goes for the last 50%, but I am hoping to just finish it today because I binged the first 50% of it last night, and I was in it. I was just tired because I started reading it at like 5 p.m. or something. I love you so much. Look at that face, Milo. Look at that face. Mwah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is 1:30. Yes, I just made a second matcha for the day. Sue me, I wanted a second one. Why does it taste better than the first? That's what I want to know, because this is incredible. I want to chat with you guys about Silvercloak because I finished it. Jaw on the floor. You guys watched me read the last like 30 minutes of it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, dare I say 5-star potential? Like, I'm gonna sit and think about it, but the last 50% equally, if not better than the first half. And I was so enthralled with like ending of the book. Like the last, I don't know if it's just one long chapter, I can't even remember, but like those final scenes. Oh my gosh. And we had the epilogue. So good. So good. I really enjoyed the magic in this. It is something where the like well of magic inside someone is refueled, replenished, whatever, by pleasure or pain. I think pleasure gives you a lot of it, so affecting kind of the quantity, but pain increases the quality. So cool concept there. And then we also had them using wands. So what? Like, what? It was like Harry Potter after hours. It was so cool. And I'm still in the mood to read. I have read 2 books this month, and they've both been ones that I just had checked out from the library that were kind of like on the ticking clock. We only have a few days left to read them. Like, babes, you gotta get to it. So I prioritized those, but I really want to start my first read from my February TBR. I want to start Shadow Song. So this is the second book in the Winter Song, Shadow Song duology. I'm really excited to read this one because the first book to me kind of wrapped up in a way that you could just leave the story as it is, but I want more, so I want to finish the duology, and I'm just curious if I'm gonna like this one as much as the first, and if this like holds the same vibes as the first, because to me, it felt similar to a Rachel Gillig kind of ambiance, if you will. So I'm curious like how this one's gonna be, but I do want to start this. Like I said, it's 1:30. I have about 2.5 hours, I think, until we are gonna head out. We have our book club's galentines that we're doing. Instead of meeting where we usually meet, we are gonna meet at Riley's house and we're having an actual get together. So I'm very excited about that. I have been in this like headspace where I haven't wanted to leave my house, and I feel like there's constantly a reason for me to, but like I know that the reasons outside of work, but like the plans I'm making with friends, like they're fun, and I know that whenever I'm there, I really enjoy it. I just think it's the introvert in me that's like, I just want to have multiple days of rotting at home. And that's not coming today. It might come tomorrow. It's not coming this weekend. So I think that's like the introvert in me that's just like, I don't want to leave my house. So it's called Balance because I'm supposed to bring my famous, if you will, strawberry dip. It's just marshmallow fluff and strawberry cream cheese, like 1-to-1 ratio. And then I usually just get strawberries with it, but you can dip other fruits and things. But I'm supposed to bring that. And I texted Riley because I told her I would come over earlier so that I could help her with any like last minute things that she needed help with for like setting up after work kind of thing. And I said, hey, so I have to like pick up my order of the strawberry cream cheese and strawberries because I already have the marshmallow fluff. But, like, I need to pick it up. Now, I might find the like energy and willpower to like go get it soon and like make it here and bring it. The odds are not in my favor, and I fear I'm just gonna want to pick it up on the way to her place and just like put it together very quickly. So that's where I'm at. Because like I don't want to leave my house twice. Ugh. I think I'm gonna see if there's any YouTube videos that have been put out that are in my watch later or that I missed came out today that's like, I really want to watch this. And then maybe start Shadow Song. Now, I do need to edit. I'm just not in the mood to edit. But I need to edit the weekly vlog because that goes up Sunday. Assuming I edit it. I haven't done that yet. So we have today, tomorrow, Saturday to do that. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do, and I will update you guys later. Now that I know that the bookshelf video is gonna go up before this, I can show them because I'm obsessed. I just finished filming for that video. I had these built for a week, I don't know, a while, but then I was like slowly organizing the books because I knew whenever I took the time to actually put the books on here, I didn't want to go through that process all in one go. So it was a busy like few days with work. I could only film bits and pieces here and there. With everything done, I'm also glad that I don't have to think about like angles of filming as well, because with the last weekly vlog, I was like, well, I don't really want to like show them. Like I want to keep it all for that video just because like it's so special to finally get the bookshelves, and I was going through the process with you guys of like building them and putting them up and obviously like decorating them. Like I wanted it for that, but also I'm just so glad that I can finally just like yap about it and show them. Oh, okay. I'm so happy. And I'm glad that that video is done. I'm sick of like halfway filming videos. Like I don't like it when I'm in the middle of like several videos. So now I just have the weekly vlog and then the like Valentine's vlog, but you guys, it's kind of a bust if I'm honest, because I read the first book for it, which was so good, but now I have no idea what I want to read. Like no idea what I want to read like for that to make it part of a video that makes sense, you know. Yeah, anyways, so I'm thinking on it. For now, what time is it? 3:15? Wow. I was gonna say good morning. It's the next day, but it is like 3 p.m. So we have had a full day, but like a chill and productive kind of day. I really needed it. I just need to like lock in with editing. I had today off of work, so I just chose to sit here all day and edit. And I was able to finish the weekly vlog, like start to finish, edit that, which is so rewarding, honestly, to just like get in the groove with editing and then you just like lock in and get it done, because that's supposed to go live on Sunday. Today's Friday. I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen without like a late evening kind of thing. So I was so happy with that. And then rough cutting the bookshelves video, like, I don't know, I finished editing the weekly vlog and I was like, I'm still kind of in the groove. We should just like keep going. And I'm glad I did that with the bookshelves video, because I think that's gonna end up replacing the like Valentine's Day reading vlog I wanted to do, because I just can't get in the mood for any other book that like would fit that theme of a video. And I don't want to like force myself to read something I'm just not in the mood to read right now, and like that hinders the experience. I wasn't planning to do the bookshelves video, so I feel like that is just something I can put in place of the reading vlog and just scrap that other one. So that's okay, and I think that's what I'm gonna lean towards. So having that already in the works and like 80% done, I feel great because that's gonna go up then on Thursday, and then hopefully you guys would go up on Sunday, like the following Sunday. I don't know, but it's kind of my thought process now. I know we didn't talk, I think, well, at all, like filming stuff at Riley's, but then even when I got back. So we went to Riley's and she decorated so cute. She's like in her hosting era and like had all the small little details. It was so cute. So we like had like all the book club girls together. When I got there's a couple girls that had already gotten there, and so like they were helping prep the stuff that they brought, and I helped kind of prep the stuff that I had brought. And then it was really, okay, it was a mix of like really enjoying my time with the girls and then dealing with whatever Milo was on. He was on one last night. I feel like he is hit or miss in like group settings or excitable settings. So sometimes like he can be like very excited and then like he'll eventually calm down after a couple hours, especially if you like take him on a walk and like, I don't know, you're stimulating him, right? Not last night. Last night it was not an option. So we had 5 hours of him like go. Thank God Riley's husband actually took him to Home Depot when he had to go and like run an errand. He took him there, which was great. However, he still came back with so much energy and I was like, no, I thought you were gonna be chill. And I just felt so bad. Luckily, all the girls are quite like patient and understanding. I was trying my best. He wasn't having it. But when you have like an overstimulated puppy that needs a nap, isn't getting that, so he's just gonna get kind of like a toddler, but like with teeth. He's not gonna bite you to like harm you, but he's a nibbler. Like he will kind of like gnaw in a way, which like you don't want, like I don't want him to do that. So like obviously constantly correcting that. He's getting frustrated with me doing that. And then think about if you as a human's overstimulated and like people keep touching you, including your owner, dragging you away from people and like holding you, like that's also gonna irritate you. So all of that was just like not a good mix for Bestie Milo. So when we like got back home, he knocked out. But then I was also by the end like overstimulated and like just with him and like feeling exhausted in that sense. I'm like, God, Milo, please, like, bro. So we're working on it. If you watched the last weekly vlog, I kind of touched on that, of like how he just gets so overstimulated and excited with groups of people and dogs that like he knows. He doesn't like, not that he doesn't care about like strangers, but he doesn't like freak out. He like freaks out, like 110% excitement with people he knows. We're working on it. But that was last night. A lot of pros, Milo being a con in this situation. It's been a good chill day for him at home as well, just like quiet. He slept most of the day. And now I'm going to put on some of the YouTube videos that have been published today that I haven't watched yet. I'm gonna make a snack. Really like a late lunch, early dinner situation because I need substance. And then I think I want to start Shadow Song because I wasn't able to start that yesterday. Like I thought maybe I would. I don't even know what I did in that time, but wasn't read. So now that I've like accomplished so much with editing, I just want to eat, lie on the couch, start my book. Okay, we need a quick little yap sesh. So my pizza's in the oven. So two things. One, if no one told you, because no one told me, you can add more cheese on your frozen pizza before you put it in the oven. Like, why did no one share that information? I saw it on a random like YouTube short last week and I was like, I can just add more cheese? Like, why does no one tell you that? So I added half a bag of shredded cheese on my barbecue chicken pizza in case you're curious. So that's in the oven. And then I want to talk with you guys because last week and like the weekly vlog that you guys would have already watched at this point, I kind of talked about the live stream stuff and how it was kind of piquing my interest and I was kind of interested in it. And then I went down this path because honestly, just like opening it up to the internet, very scary. Like anyone that can just kind of be browsing YouTube can like click on it and then you have like the bots of the world. Like that's just kind of a lot and a little intimidating for me personally. So then it got me thinking, do you remember that time that I created a Patreon and went full force with it, forgetting that I had a full-time job with a lot of responsibilities? Me too. How do we feel about a Patreon that's like 80% free? I loved Patreon the most because of like the chats, like the conversations you could have with people. That's way easier than like the comment section of a YouTube video. And then I love like the FaceTimey, just like intimate feels. Like I felt like I was literally just like yapping to my close friends, because even posting on just like YouTube, there is a level of like filtering that I feel like, because like anyone can see it. So where the free tier, just you're joining, is like all the like live stream stuff, all of the chat rooms, and I feel like there was something else. There was like a third bullet that I just can't remember right now. But it's like all of that stuff free because like we're fine. And then a single like paid tier for like $2 a month. That would be like all early access to the videos I post with no ads and like one video a month. And I love the idea of like posting more like the Vlogmas style where it's like junk journaling, maybe a daily vlog, like just the FaceTimey feel. That's how I envision kind of that extra video. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to post some polls after this goes live, like on my community page, so if you want to like check that out. But I was messing with Patreon the other day because I was like really excited about it, and so I was like going through and kind of like cleaning everything up, and like I don't know, it's ready for me to just hit publish page, like it's ready. So that's kind of an idea that I had recently because I have a full-time paying job. Like I don't want this to become work. I don't want this to become something that feels like a job in that sense. So I don't need all these paid tiers like I had last time. Like I just want the low pressure of getting back into something like that and not having the overwhelming feeling of like people are paying for this and like I want it to be worth it. Like that I think was just scary. So I think the single paid tier and like what is that like that is easily manageable. That's my thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna wait for my pizza to get done, continue petting Milo, and watching YouTube. Good morning. It's the next day. You guys, listen. Let's just go sit down because that sounds way more fun to give you guys my updates. Isn't it so pretty? Okay, so I didn't update you guys at all last night. I didn't film either, and I intended to because the camera was right in front of me. Here's the problem. I picked up Shadow Song and I could not stop reading. Like, you couldn't have paid me to stop. And I was like, it's okay, like, I'll just read a little bit more. Then, like, when I get up next or something, like, I'll take a couple, like, B-roll clips of me reading. No, because, like, the few times that I got up to, like, feed Milo and to take Milo outside, I just sat right back down. And I just picked this up with no care in the world of a camera. I finished this in one sitting. Yes, I start to finish Shadow Song last night. That's how I spent my Friday night. What about you? No, I feel like I really needed like a coffee this morning, like a hot cup of coffee. So good. Okay, so like thoughts and everything. I really loved this duology. This was better than book one in my opinion. I just loved, or maybe I just grew to appreciate more like the writing and lyrical elements of it because there are like true like musical parts of this. That's such a big part of the story. And I only stronger feel that this duology is for like the Rachel Gillig fans of the world because it's just like the essence. So that said, like if you don't love like that tone, that kind of way of writing, like I don't think you would like this and that type of storytelling. I ate this up. This was so good. Oh, the ending, I just really love the way that this was written so much. She does have another series out. I'm gonna be honest, I read the synopsis. I don't think I would enjoy it. I might check it out. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself to do that anytime soon. If I do it, it'll be like from the library. But I am excited to like follow her and see what else that she ends up putting out because incredible. Highly recommend. I can't really speak to this book, so let me pull up the synopsis of Winter Song and then see if I can like add to that to get the vibe of Shadow Song. So the synopsis says, dark, romantic, and unforgettable, The Winter Song is an enchanting coming-of-age story for fans of The Labyrinth and The Cruel Prince. It's the last night of the year. Now the days of winter begin, and the Goblin King rides abroad searching for his bride. All her life, Liesel, that's our main female character, has heard tales of the beautiful, dangerous Goblin King. He's like a myth, a legend, like little fairy tale that you tell your kids, right? They've enraptured her mind and her spirit, and inspired her music compositions. Now 18 and helping to run her family's inn, Liesel can't help but feel that her musical dreams and childhood fantasies are slipping away. But when her own sister is taken by the Goblin King, Liesel has no choice but to journey to the underground to save her. Drawn to the strange, captivating world she finds and the mysterious man who rules it, soon she faces an impossible decision. And with time and the old laws working against her, Liesel must discover who she truly is before her fate is sealed. It says, rich with music and magic. Winter song will sweep you away into a world you won't soon forget. I think it's also important to know that she also has a brother that's very musically inclined and gifted. So with her dad being a music guy, brother, her it's a huge part of the story, and I think that's what made so many elements of it very beautiful. I loved it. And so book 1 wraps up in such a way that it could be a standalone, but if you want more of the story, then you can read Shadow Song, and I highly recommend it because that was better than the first one. As we know, I'm not a huge YA person when the emphasis is on young as the 17, 18, even 19 sometimes years old, but I think it's also what kind of story it is, because if it comes across extremely juvenile, or I'm like, would an 18-year-old do that? Or we're literally set in high school, graduating high school, or your freshman year of college, kind of I don't connect to that, and so it's hard for me to get into the story. This didn't feel super YA, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed it. I can't recommend it enough. You guys, it has been quite a few hours. It's almost 1 p.m. and I have a reading update for you guys. I've just been working on my laptop all day so far. So I have been listening primarily, but sometimes picking up the physical book to read alongside the audio for Stolen Midnights by Catherine Quinn. I got the physical copy as an ARC, which I'm so happy about, but this did come out the 3rd of February, so it's out already. You can go grab it. I loved her book, To Kill a Shadow. She wrote the duology To Kill a Shadow and To Shatter the Night, I believe. And I really loved book 1. I didn't love book 2, unfortunately. This is giving me the same feelings as I did reading To Kill a Shadow. So, very happy about that. If not better, honestly, this feels turned up a little more adult if I'm remembering the other duology correctly, but this is considered YA. I'm eating it up. We are following Ren and Damien. Ren is part of the elite families in this society, and when you are part of that, you are granted, more often than not, a magical ability when you turn 18 by the Fates, which is so cool. It's day, dawn, and dusk, I think. When she turns 18, she becomes the first family member to not receive said gift. And of course, she is shattered. That is where we run into Damien, because Damien is a part of the, I think it's called the Void, but it's the lower class. The ones that are told, you don't get a magical gift. But he's a thief. He's a thief who steals her gift on the night it's supposed to be delivered, and he opens it up, and it's a locket with his face on it. And he's like, wait a damn minute. And so that's the gist that's on the back, and you were kind of figuring out how are they supposed to be intertwined, and how are their fates connected, and what's gonna blossom from that. So in a part of that ongoing situation, we are also having Ren uncover so many darker depths to the elites and the terrible things that they do and the society part, and it's just very eye-opening for her as she's trying to figure out what happened with her gift. So it's good. You guys, it is so good. I'm flying through it. I'm 55% of the way into it. Literally started it this morning. I plan to keep reading and will likely finish it today. I have really liked that this was a story pretty quickly. I could just have my headphones on and understand and follow what's going on. Not every fantasy is like that. Sometimes there's just so much going on, or there's so many words that are made up for this world, and so if you're not paying attention then you're like, wait, what the hell are we talking about? This is just so easy to follow with just the audio, so I'm very grateful for that because it allows me to get work done and still listen to it, but then I'm able to just pick this up if I want to. So that's kind of where I'm at. I want to just finish this today, honestly. Hey, Trashman, trying to give a reading update. I swear we have trash pickup like every day. Like, what's going on? We don't need that much. But I'm gonna make a matcha. I had a coffee this morning. That was great. That was fine. That was a little warm hug to start my day. I want an iced matcha now. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and make. And then maybe sit back down at my computer, or maybe just take a break and sit on the couch with my book. So that's what we're gonna do. Guys, I finished Stolen Midnights. What are we on this week? Because why do I keep picking up books just to finish them in one day? Like, I loved this. This was so good. I definitely see improvement from her first duology to this book. Like, I love her writing in this. I love the storytelling. I love the plot overall was just so go, go, go. I felt like we were constantly on the move. I love the development of it. It felt so easy to just binge and fly through. It's 450 pages, but it didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it. I couldn't recommend this enough. Obviously, with how the past duology went, I'm scared for the next book because I just loved book 1 of that so much and then didn't really love book 2. But I'm optimistic that Catherine Quinn as an author is just improving with every book that she writes, and book 2 is going to be so, so good. I'm trying to see if this is known to be a duology or what. Yes, it is a duology. So I love a good duology because you don't have the commitment of a whole series. Even a trilogy can feel like a lot sometimes. Duology, you just get more of a story that you love. So I love that. Okay, we are going to decompress a little bit. I have officially started Finding Nemo. I just couldn't pick something to watch. I have a massive watch later. Nothing was calling my name. I feel like the top maybe 5 to 8 creators I'm obsessed with right now. I've watched all their recent stuff. So I was I'm not in the mood to watch all the others. And then I went to Netflix and none of the movies called to me. And then I was kind of want Finding Nemo. So that's what we're watching. Milo doesn't get what he is missing right now by playing with a toy instead, but we'll get there. I do think it's only 4:30, and honestly, the last couple nights, I feel like I've started reading at 5 p.m. So I feel like I kind of am in the mood to keep reading. I'm thinking of starting A Vow and Vengeance by Jacelyn Rodriguez. I saw this book as a new release, I don't know, probably when everyone was doing their 26 books by 2026 or 2026 new releases videos, all of that. Someone talked about it. That's what caught my attention. So I think it came out in January. I had quite a long hold, but that's okay. This one sounds really good. I feel like it could go really well or really bad because I love, love, love Fourth Wing. Sorry, I do. And so I'm curious how this is going to go because it involves an academy of sorts. And I love Fourth Wing, but in general, I don't love academies because more often than not, they can make a story become juvenile to me. So if they're not done well, I'm taken out of the story. This one, it says, ooh, sexy, action-packed, and brimming with magic. Okay, Slay. Rune Riker has nothing left to lose. Everything's been stolen by the Immortals, her family, her home, her freedom, but she's done playing by their rules. Each year, humans are forced to journey into the immortal realms, but 20-year-old Rune, I was like, what? We have hyphen. I was like, that's... Orchestrates her own selection, determined to find her family and destroy anyone who stands in her way. Rune is used to doing whatever it takes to survive, and now she must endure the Forge, a cutthroat college for the immortal druids? Elusive tarot magic. Tarot magic. JC. When Rune's magic reveals itself to be the rarest and most powerful, she must live with its only other wielder, Prince Draven. Naturally. As arrogant as he is ruthlessly ambitious, he's the last person she can trust. Rune's abilities also draw the eyes of the most dangerous druids in the realm. Some want to use her, more want her dead. Draven offers to train her for a price. As Rune becomes ensnared in Draven's dangerous games, she learns there are secrets at the heart of the kingdom that some will kill to protect. And so, of course, it says, in Rune and Draven's growing attraction may be the spark to ignite a brewing war. Okay, I just feel like it could be really good. I'm gonna let my brain take a break though, because it just read 450 pages. And I'm gonna probably feed Milo here soon. Oh, I guess it's only 4:30. Maybe like an hour or something, but good morning. Happy Sunday? Happy Sunday. Today's gonna be a fun day, but we do have reading updates. Okay. We last talked when I finished Stolen Nights, and I was like, I think I'm kind of in the mood to still read, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hi, my beautiful angel. Good morning. I decided to start A Vow and Vengeance? Of Vengeance? That book. I talked about it, how like that was the book on my radar. You are like sitting back, like you're just chilling on the couch. That is so goofy. You're such a doodle. Oh, we heard a bark outside. Okay, well. Anyways, I started that book. I read 50%. I think the audiobook's like 18 hours maybe. Like, it's a big book. 50%. I could not put it down. It is giving the bingeability of Fourth Wing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, with that type of setting, like, that's why I'm comparing it. Nothing to do with, like, the plot, the, like, magic, all of that. Like, so different. But just, like, the vibes of being there with different forms of training. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm obsessed. I really like the tarot card magic system. That's pretty cool. And like, you're kind of put into houses in a way based on what card you were given as like your power. Amazing. Guys, it's so good. Okay, I can do this. I can talk about this book without freaking out. Nonetheless, I'm having a great time. I would really love to read it today, but we have a pretty full day, so maybe tonight when I get back if I'm not tired. But we have a fun day of, oh my god, Milo. Hey, can you like sit or let, right, no for sure. Oh, right. I do feel like that was my fault for putting it on a cushion that is obviously going to move when Milo wants to be on it, but I was invited to do kind of like a media day, I guess, at a coffee shop that just opened. I'm so excited. I followed them because I got like, you know, random like Explore You page like reel about them. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to go there sometime. And then they reached out and I was like, jaw on the floor, this is the only collaboration whatever that I want, because going to a coffee shop you get free drinks. We're gonna get a dessert to try as well. I'm just so excited. I think it's called The Moon. It's like maybe like the Moon Coffee. You'll see it for sure. And I get to bring a +1. So of course we're bringing Riley, and so I'm gonna leave here in about 5 to 10 minutes to start heading her way. Luckily her husband's gonna watch Milo while we go do that, because afterwards we are gonna go back to her place and craft, chat. I think we're having a couple of more of our friends as well, so should be a fun day. I just don't know when we're coming home. Today's the Super Bowl, by the way. If you've like watched my channel in years past, you're like, she's not even talking about it. Guys, I was so out of touch with football in general. Obviously, with the Chiefs not being in it, I'm not like watching it the same way, but at the same time, like I just wasn't even watching the Chiefs all that much this year. Like NFL games in general wasn't on my TV. So that was kind of abnormal for me. Same with basketball so far. Like I haven't been watching like the Kansas Jayhawks as religiously as I have in years past. Maybe next year we'll get back into it, but hi, I'm literally petting you. Ridiculous. I made my smoothie. I am going to go ahead and finish up packing both of our bags, including you. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. I love you. And then we are gonna head out. Good morning. I am so tired. So tired. Oh my gosh, we need coffee. Okay, I have my coffee. As silly as it sounds, I've had one sip and I already feel the placebo effect of feeling better. It's just so good. Okay, I want to talk about the coffee shop media day that I went to. Also, Milo is slurping on his water right now. I'm sorry, but I can't wait for him to be done. They are a coffee shop that's like rebranding from a boba shop to more of a coffee shop. So I was invited to go like check them out, and we got free drinks and then a dessert to try, and it was so much fun. It was just like so cool, and I was really glad that I was able to bring a +1 and Riley was able to join me. They had these 5 drinks to choose from, which you could have gotten all 5 if you wanted, but I am not a fan of every single one of these. We went with 4 just to get a little bit out of our comfort zone, and then we chose our dessert. So we tried the pistachio latte. This was actually my least favorite of everything because it didn't have a ton of like pistachio flavoring. They had a foam on top that was good, but otherwise it was just like a latte, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like I love flavored things. So that was that. Then we had the tiramisu latte, which was really good because they actually had like tiramisu flavoring in it, like throughout the whole thing, not just like a little foam on top. And I felt like it was creamier. I really enjoyed that one. Then our matchas, we got strawberry matcha because how can you not? That was so good. It was probably my favorite simply because it had a really good sweetness with the matcha. I'm always scared trying new matcha places because whether or not it's gonna be like sweet, how much sweetness should I add? Like I don't want just a matcha, so I always add vanilla, or if I'm getting a strawberry, I still sometimes want to add vanilla if it's just like a little bit of strawberry puree. Like is that gonna be sweet enough? So you just like never know. I really love that you could taste the matcha, but you also had the strawberry sweetness. And then we did the white matcha Einspanner. It was so cool. I mean, the name of that, what do you mean? But it was so like creamy. I think it was involving heavy cream. They had this really good foam on top. The overall matcha was creamy. Like it was so good. It was so good. And then we got the Dubai chocolate cookie. It was really good. The cookie itself was pretty like soft, but I would say the actual like Dubai filling part, that's what made it what it was, you know? It was so fun, and it was so cool to like take all the videos and take little pictures, and like it took us forever to start trying the drinks because I like in exchange I need to make like a reel for them, and so or like I post it, not like give it to them, you get it. So I need to make a reel, so we were like making sure we got like all the things like we wanted to get and like all the ideas we had, and then of course pictures, like as much as I can try them, I don't want to take pictures with a half drank drink. Sue me, I'm sorry, it's just not the vibe. So like we were doing all that, and then finally we got to taste test them, and it was like, it was so much fun. And then we went to Riley's, and the goal originally was going to a junk club event that day. And then tickets were like $55, which is definitely higher for them than normal. And I was like, I don't know if I can swing that. Like, I don't know if I want to swing that. And so we decided not to, Riley and I. And I was like, how about we just like get together that day? And so we would plan to like journal. But then I couldn't have been paid to prep for that. Like, I didn't want to go through photos and organize them and print. Like, I didn't want to do it like 3 days in advance. Like, every single day I was like, I don't want to. So I kept not doing it. And then the day of, she had texted me like that she hadn't ordered pictures yet. She's like, but I can like do that right now if like whatever. I was like, I'm coming for vibes. I have a coloring book if I really want to like do something. And she's like, okay, perfect. So her and I were there, and then 2 of our other friends came over. So we were just kind of like hanging out. Eventually, like, the Super Bowl came on. That halftime show was so good. It was so good, and no one can tell me otherwise. Leave your false opinions out of here. But it was so good. And then I eventually like went home after the game. We were like, I was kind of watching it, but I was just kind of vibing. Milo did better, but granted we had way less people to deal with. But he did eventually like settle. And it was amazing because Riley's husband took him to like a nearby dog park twice, because he took him before, we came back, and all of a sudden he had a ton of energy. I get it, he's excited, whatever. And then he was like, let me take him again. And then when he did, I feel like things were better after that. My little ball of energy, but it was so much fun. And then I came home. I got home at a decent time, like 8:15 maybe. But you guys, I felt so exhausted. I was probably asleep by 9:30, maybe 10. But I feel like going to sleep like midnight from doom scrolling. So I felt good about that. But then Milo woke up at 3:30 because he had to throw up. So it woke me up. Sorry, but like, I was like, Milo, it's at like 3:30 he did that. It's literally, I think it's because he ate dirt. The issue was it kind of kept me up for a bit. It kept me up from 3:30 to like 5:30, and then he started trying to like wake me up at like 6:45. I was like, Milo, we don't have to do that. Mom's tired. So that's why I think I feel the way I feel right now. It was a very long day yesterday, leaving at like 8:30, like being gone for 12 hours, and then having that like disrupted sleep, and then like an early wake-up call. Yeah, it was a fun day. Obviously didn't do any reading because I have no reading updates for you guys, and I'm devastated about it because I really want to read A Vow and Vengeance, so we will be reading that today. I would love to finish it. I would love to finish that book today because I can't get enough. Can't get enough. And then I do have work today, but I don't think I want to go in the office, and I think I want to stay home. I want to also multitask with work by editing my bookshelves video because that needs to be finished for Thursday, but it's going to be a relatively busy work week later on in the week, so I kind of want to take advantage of today. And then I'd like to start editing, or at least see how well I can edit the reel I want to make or need to make for the moon. So kind of on my agenda. For now, we're gonna watch a YouTube video to kind of just like slowly get up and like start our day, and then I'll go from there because I also need breakfast. I'm starving. By like having that really early wake up at like 3:30 to 5 kind of thing, like my body thinks we should be having lunch right now, so it's starving. I don't remember when we last talked, but it hasn't been terribly long. It's only 10:30 now, and I have to start working in about 10-ish minutes. Well, I had an easy low-key morning of editing, but I need to be like on a call kind of thing in about 10 minutes. So we are doing that, but I have had such a productive start to my day because I was able to finish completely the bookshelves video. So very happy about that. It's currently exporting. I'm hoping it finishes exporting before I need to jump on that call, but we'll see. In the meantime, I need to I probably need to eat a form of breakfast, but then I want to make a matcha because I did start my day with a lot of brain power, and that coffee was great, kind of woke me up, but now we need the like longevity of caffeine and energy, which matcha brings. So I'm going to continue watching some YouTube in the background, get situated with work, figure out breakfast and things, but at some point I'm hoping work will settle, and then I can maybe pop in the audio for A Vow and Vengeance, I need to figure it out. But that book, it's all consuming. Like, I am counting down the seconds until I get to read it again. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just want to read my book. I just want to read my silly little book and not have to work a job. Like, is that too much to ask for? Good morning. It is. I have no idea what time, it really doesn't matter. It's the morning. I've been watching YouTube for the last hour and a half or so. I'm currently watching Serena McGowan. I just found her channel in the last week. I love the vibes. I love it. I feel like if you like the kind of easygoing lifestyle bookish content, she's your girl. Like, she's your vlogging girl. I love it. And then I need to make a matcha. I need to make breakfast. I'm starving. I've just been like slowly getting around. I also woke up with like the stress of my place not being quite clean. So we did like put the dishes in the dishwasher, swap our laundry, clean the bathroom, tidy up the kitchen. Like, I didn't like wipe down surfaces. I just had like clutter places. This was like full of stuff. Now it just has like my Kindle headphones, like the normal. We have a reading update. Last night I ended up like work, whatever, but then I chilled out on the couch and was watching a very great basketball game while finishing A Vow and Vengeance. The game was so good. It was KU versus Arizona. We did beat the #1 team in our house, so I am very happy about that. Anyways, Vow and Vengeance. Let's sit down and talk about this. Oh my god. So I did finish A Vow and Vengeance last night, and I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars because the more I think about it, I have nothing to critique. It was so good. So good. I mean, I was invested pretty early on, and I feel like that never wavered throughout the remainder of the book. When I got to the 50% mark, I was like, the first 50%, like, this was so good. I hope it finishes as strong. It finished strong, if not stronger. I'm very excited for book 2. Like, when do we get that? You know what I mean? When do we get that? Because we just got book 1. Do I really have to wait a whole year? I love the politics of it. I feel like if you're a Fourth Wing lover, you will like this. Not with like the main plot, it's just more like the vibes of like that academy and like the training and all of that, but like the magic system, very different, and just like the use of that, even like the politics in it, different, but it's just like the overall essence and vibes of that. You'll like it. If you didn't love Fourth Wing, but you're like, this had so much potential, like, I think I like the vibe, I just didn't like the execution kind of thing, maybe you could give this a shot, or if it just sounds interesting to you. But I just loved the setting, the plot, the characters, all of it. It was so good. So good. Okay, I need to figure out what I want to start today. I am having the dilemma of Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig, because I read a lot of fantasy recently, and I think that one could keep it in the fantastical world, but it's not as like fantasy heavy, and it's just like a standalone. So I'm thinking Small Favors, but then I also have the ebook and audio for My Husband's Wife, which is the Alice Feeney new release, and so I thought that could be good as like a thriller breakup. I don't know. Maybe we read both. Like, maybe we start both of them. I think this will be the last day for this vlog, so we're not finishing them today, especially if I start both, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and make some breakfast. Make a matcha, make something. Like, I need breakfast and I need a drink. So I'm gonna figure that out and I will check back with you guys later. We are gonna be working from home today. In the past, I feel like I've gone into the office like in more like recent weeks. Like, I've gone to the office for the first half of the week, and then like I'm off usually at the end of the week. But I don't want to go in today because I know I have to be in later in the week. So I'm like, I think we're just going to take advantage of like the quiet start to the week, as far as I know a lot of people are going to be around in the second half of the week, and I'm going to be in the office, I'm going to be socializing. I don't think we need to take advantage of the fact that I can work from home if I want to work from home, and that's what I'm going to do.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do.
I just made strawberry waffles. I got the mix like pre-combined. You know, all you gotta do is add water. And I'm very curious to know if these are good. They had a waffle like alternate recipe. Guys, that's just like not my thing. I'm just gonna make the pancake one and call it good. Wait, that's so good. And like different because I normally just make regular pancakes. So you can taste the strawberry in the mix, but you can also obviously have the strawberries as a fresh fruit. Oh, I'm so happy. And I did make my matcha. Taste test, obviously. Today's gonna be a good day. I did line up My Husband's Wife. I think I'm gonna start listening to it as I'm getting into work, and then we'll see if I can like get into it. And if it's something that I'm just not, I guess, in the mood for, we'll see. Then I will start Small Favors. Like, I don't know. I'm not necessarily like eager for one over the other. I think I just know that I want a different genre than the fantasy that I have been reading. So that's why I'm trying to like pick something different. It is about 2:30 and I just finished My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. You guys, I could not stop listening and reading. I had my headphones on all day and I did have the ebook pulled up. I was like multitasking with work stuff and then I'd pick it up and like read alongside sometimes. So good. And I will say, if you are debating on if you just want to listen to it or just physically read it, I would say the audiobook was incredible. I love the little touches they did to kind of bring to life various scenes. So I can't recommend the audiobook enough. I liked the hybrid experience, but it's definitely something you could just listen to the audio. But wow. Wow. That was really good. I love a good thriller and I definitely want to read more of them to break up all the fantasy I'm reading, because I think if I do read a lot of fantasies back to back too quickly, not enough breaks in between, they can start to merge together and we don't want that. So speaking of, I think I'm gonna pick up a fantasy next. I was thinking about doing Small Favors, but frankly I think I just don't want to. Maybe I do. I don't know. But I was stuck between Small Favors or The Shadow Queen. The Shadow Queen is a standalone fantasy. Oh, Milo just startled himself. It's okay. You did that. It dropped to the ground because you made it drop to the ground. He just came over here and said, like, Mom, protect me from the thing that I dropped on the ground and it made a loud noise. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I like the idea of just reading like a standalone fantasy, and Small Favors is not like the fantasy I'm used to. It's definitely more of like that whimsical, magical realism kind of vibe rather than just like a fantasy story. You know what I mean? It makes sense in my head. I'll think about it and then I will check in with you guys probably when I'm like officially done with work. Certain things are wrapping up in the next like 30-ish minutes, but then I still have some other things I need to do. It is very gloomy today, very gloomy, and I think it's supposed to be raining off and on for the next like week. So we'll see. I think we get rain tomorrow and then maybe some like sun, but then we have like 4 or 5 days that are predicted with a lot of rain. So not looking forward to that with Milo, because I then have to like constantly like clean his paws when we come in with like drying out all of the rain. Gotta always put on his rain jacket when we head outside. He's a champ about it, but like it's still annoying. But I love the gloomy like vibes of it. So we'll see. Also, I was looking at my schedule because I do try to, you know, plan things, and I had the idea of reading new and anticipated releases, but I think there's only one that I'm gonna try to get like now. And so I don't know, I don't have like 3 books that I feel like I try to read in a vlog like that. I want at least 3. Either the audiobooks aren't coming out yet, but like the ebooks are out, and then the others, like they're really not happening now. I've already read a couple. Like My Husband's Wife could have went in there. I think I wanted to also do Stolen Midnights. Kind of didn't think about that. So we already read that. So I could have added those into it if I just would have thought about it. So I'm thinking about switching up to film the video that I was going to like a week or so ago that ended up being like in the world was heavy, so we are taking a break, and then I started a weekly vlog, and that was fantastic because it led us here today with another weekly vlog. We do have that going on. So I'm thinking of maybe just like going back to that video idea, which is kind of just like a chill reading vlog in a way. So we'll see. I'll brainstorm, but I don't think I want to start that type of video. I feel like we're just gonna have a repeat of my like Valentine's Day reading vlog that I was like, so it turns out I don't want to do this anymore after reading one book. So I'd rather like be able to read one of those anticipated releases in a vlog I know that will go up. Because I want to vlog and I want to like talk about it in non-spoilers, but just still like going through it with people, you know, it's fun. So yeah, I do have that. Then I guess I'm starting to film tomorrow maybe. We'll see. I was like just looking at my schedule and like getting kind of excited for a couple of the videos. But then I'm like, well, what about the weekly vlog? Because I've been having so much fun filming them. Good morning. It's the next day, and I just wanted to come on and close out the vlog because I feel like my evenings are either I'm a hermit, not talking to anyone, and I read an entire book in one sitting, or everyone decides that we're chatting tonight. And so last night was like, oh, I thought I was gonna have the evening to read. False. False. I had like an hour impromptu FaceTime call with my mom, and then I cooked dinner, an actual dinner. I was very proud of myself. And then I feel like there was something else where I was just like, oh my god, it's already 8:30, and I like to start winding down for bed at like 9. So why am I crying? He's never done that before. I love you. Okay. That was unexpected. Anyways, point is I didn't do any reading. I plan to start a reading vlog today, and I'm gonna kick it off with The Shadow Queen. So, oh, plopped down. So that is what me and Milo are gonna kick off today. It is a very like gloomy day, so it's gonna be perfect for reading. It might clear up later, but we are taking the rainy, dreary start to kick off a reading vlog. So you will see that shortly, but thank you guys so much for watching another weekly vlog, and I will see you in my next one.